like what I've seen in this book. I think it has a good variety of activities. Well, hey there, it's good to see you here at Shine Bright Homeschool. I am going through our 8th grade vocabulary, which is completely a new curriculum for us. We've never tried Worldly Wise before. I've heard a lot about it, but I'm super excited to try it because there's a lot of good things that they have in here. It's kind of a combination, I think, of the spelling and vocabulary that we did for 7th grade. I really like what I've seen in this book. I think it has a good variety of activities. If you haven't used Worldly Wise before, this may be something that will work good for you and your students. So on the back, it actually shows the other grade levels that they offer. It looks like they have a kindergarten, a 1st grade, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, all the way up through 12th grade. We are actually on 7th grade. For those of you who don't know, my son is going to be in a preparatory school once a week with other homeschoolers, and this was the curriculum that was decided on that we would use. So I'm gonna let you look here at lesson 1, which has the word list right here. And it seems pretty easy, like kind of what you would see in a dictionary, all the information that you would need. You know, the figure of speech, the pronunciation, the description also. And on the next couple pages, it has different activities. Like here, it says just the right word. So it gives you a sentence and it says which one of the vocabulary words would you use in place of removed by force or the right to give orders. The right to give orders would be the word authority. Removed by force would be evict. So your student will be choosing the correct word based off what the sentence says here. And you're just basically replacing the phrase with an actual vocabulary word. Then here it has the applying the meanings. So it says which one of the following can be shammed. So for an example, it says which of the following might be estimated. Cost of repairs, the height of a hill, the population of a town, the number of days in a week. It's basically letting you know what wouldn't apply to the vocabulary word. And then it has the word study up here, which would be synonyms and antonyms. And then at the very bottom, it says vocabulary in context. So it actually gives a reading story right here using the vocabulary words for that list. And then the back page is the rest of the reading material, and then it gives questions for comprehension. What is the meaning of acknowledged as it is used in this passage? What is the meaning of authority as it is used in this passage? They would need to know how to apply those vocabulary words and how they work basically in the story that they're reading. On the back of that page, they have fun and fascinating facts about some of the vocabulary words. And then the last thing for the lesson is vocabulary extension, where you're taking one of the vocabulary words and applying it to different discussion and writing prompts below. So this could be something that they do with you as the teacher or something that they do with the other students. It says use this space to take notes or draw your ideas. And it says describe the last time that you estimated something. So it wants you to do extra describing of that vocabulary word that would be more personal to you, well, to the student. And then it goes on to the next word list for the next lesson. So it looks like some of the activities change a little bit. The next lesson has using words in context. I slaughtered dozens of ants with bug spray. If the word is used correctly, write C. If not, write the correct word on the line. If it's incorrectly, write I. That way the students know in what context to use these vocabulary words. So that's an activity in lesson 2. So next one is making connections. Circle the letter next to each correct answer. Which word or words go with not real? So you'd be able to figure out what words would apply with certain phrases. Again, it's pretty repetitive in that way, but I think that's good. I think that's how kids can learn and hear it over and over again to find out all the different ways to use and not to use a word. Completing the sentences. Something that is a figment of the imagination is... And then there's, again, another reading section with the questions for that story, and the fun and fascinating facts is down at the bottom. And it has that vocabulary extension at the end of the lesson, again, if you choose to do that. So basically, it's just that same thing over and over again, that same type of setup. The exercises change a little bit, but for the most part, that's pretty simple. I think this is a really good vocabulary curriculum. It seems consistent enough to where you and your students would know what to expect, and if it's something that seems like a lot of work for vocabulary, You don't always have to do every single exercise if you choose not to. I would definitely choose to do it even for the younger grades. So I guess that's it for Worldly Wise vocabulary for 7th grade. Our group that we're doing it with is 8th grade, but it's a middle school class, so I think that's why they're going with the 7th grade. Really, it's up to you depending on if your student's really good at vocabulary and you feel like they could go for a higher grade, or if they need a little bit more help, you might want to back them down into a lower grade until they can work up. So I'm excited for us to do it this year, and if you found this video helpful, make sure that you like and subscribe and leave me a comment if you like Worldly Wise and tell me why you like it or why you may not have liked it if you've tried it in the past. So I'll see you on my next video. Make sure that you tune in, but until then, make sure that you shine bright.